Hello Quail Creek members. This week's golf tip is on the backswing. It's the first motion in golf. Well, actually the first thing in golf is your pre-shot routine and then your setup and alignment, but your first motion is the backswing. This week I want to make it easier for you, get some easy thoughts for you. It's about 95 degrees here, so if I sweat a little bit, it's not because I'm working hard. I'm trying to do this very relaxed. Alright, the backswing. A lot of people make this way too much work. All we have to do is load the shaft. We just got to get it ready. Remember that neat phrase, you don't hit the ball in the backswing, so why rush it? Okay, all we have to do is get our back to the target on a braced right leg. Here's a great drill. You lay a club on the ground, grip facing the camera or facing away from you. You put the other club across your shoulders, real relaxed like a mummy, and then you coil till this grip is over that grip. You don't want to go further than that. And in fact, most pros, when they swing back, only turn what they consider is about 2/3 of the way. The rest is just arm float. So the fact that they look like a 90-degree turn, it's not that hard because they only turn about 60 degrees and then their arms float up and then it looks like 90. Whenever you see a person that's thinking turn a lot, they go like this. Turn. And boy, it looks like a hard game because if you turn that far away from the ball, it's hard to get your arms to come back to the ball. All right, so here's a neat drill. Grab your right hip with both hands and watch this. Greg Norman called it right pocket back. So you take this pocket and it moves backwards that way. So it never goes sideways. That's called a sway. So it's right pocket back. Some players do this. It's kind of rare, but their hip actually goes towards the target. But you just want your right hip to go right pocket back, and your upper body will get behind the ball. Your left shoulder will go where your right shoulder used to be, or right to the inside of your right leg. They call it a braced right leg. Your flex of your right leg doesn't change. See that? Your hip just moves a couple inches. So if your right hip moves properly, this swing takes care of itself. Okay, where do your arms go when you do all that? Okay, arms just float up over your right shoulder. I call it showcasing my right shoulder. So here goes. My club swings back, and as the camera looks at that and you look through the little V of my wrists, it'll go like this. It will showcase my shoulder. This is called too low, it's below my shoulder, and this is too high, it's above my head. So if you just go back and showcase your shoulder. Should you try to keep your left arm straight? No, this is what it looks like. Straight is a bad word. The body can only get a straight arm back that far. In fact, one of the things in golf is this. Your right arm can go this high real easy. Your left arm straight can only go that far. One of the dilemmas in golf is, where am I going to join those two? And too many people do this. They join it right there. Okay, we want you to just swing back, showcase your shoulder so you're ready to go the other way. So it shouldn't be a lot of pressure. You get to find, by the way, your own tension level. What's best for you, your athletic tension. Some players who like to hit it far like to get way back there and really stretch that. And if you listen to my voice, it's really stretched. That's because all my muscles and everything in my lungs are all stretched. But Vijay Singh, Phil Mickelson, and most of the women tour players like to get back, and they don't have much tension because they've reduced it in here, so that they're just setting the club back there, waiting for the rhythm to go the other way. So you get to decide how you want to play. Do you want to be quick and tight and going that way like a rubber band responding? Or do you want to have a rhythm where you go back, thumbs under? When I say thumbs under, your thumbs will be right under the shaft. That is only if you have a nice grip. I did draw this beautiful red line on my arm. If you do that right, you should have a little bit of bow there. That's a flat, straight line. And there's a bowed wrist. You can see the crooked line. Well, you never want a bowed wrist at the top, even though Tom Lehman and Tom Watson did it a little bit. But the most natural grip is grab it a little strong, 3 knuckles showing, go back and have a slight cup right there. That's the easiest way to hit straight balls because the human wrist works best slightly cupped. Okay, so this week, try to figure out how you can get the club back the same every time. You should walk up the ball and go, what can I do every time? And hopefully you go, my hip's going to move a couple inches, the club's going to load over my shoulder so I can play the other way. Try to make golf more fun, folks. Have a good week.